Every year, Wren High is proud to have student athletes who represent the school well through their hard work, both on the diamond and in the classroom. Today, we would like to call attention to those members of the baseball team who are representing the Hurricanes in their senior year. Wren is privileged to have 5 seniors that we will be honoring tonight. Each has contributed to the history and tradition of the Hurricanes during their time at Wren. And we would like to honor their hard work and dedication at this time, as well as their parents. Our first senior, Bolton Pritchard. Bolton is the son of Matt and Dee Dee Pritchard. He has been a 3-year varsity player for the Hurricanes. Bolton is a member of the All-A Honor Roll. He says his favorite baseball memory is getting to play in the Senior League World Series. Bolton is still undecided about his future plans, but plans to play baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Bolton Pritchard. Our next senior, Max Whitfield. Max is the son of Robbie and Katie Whitfield. He has been a member of the varsity team for 2 years. Max is a member of the Beta Club and National Honor Society. He will also be graduating with honors and in the top 5% of this year's graduating class. Whitty's favorite memory is hitting a walk-off base hit in this year's preseason tournament championship. Max will be attending USC Union to play baseball after graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Max Whitfield. Our next senior, Colin McCaffrey. Colin is the son of Mike and Kelly McCaffrey. He has been a member of the varsity team for 2 years. Colin was voted All-State Honorable Mention in Maine his sophomore year. Colin's favorite baseball memory was being able to play varsity baseball with his older brother Quinn and having his younger brother Cam as the bat boy. Colin plans to attend Erskine University after graduation to continue his baseball career. Number 5, Colin McCaffrey. Our next senior, Ace Amadon. Ace is the son of Heather Gowan and Chad Amadon. He has been a varsity baseball player for 3 years. Ace is a member of the National Society of High School Scholars. His favorite baseball memory is returning from Tommy John surgery and being given the honor of being the closer for the 2025 Hurricanes. After graduation, Ace plans to attend Tri-County Tech to study mechatronics. Number 24, Ace Amadon. And our 5th senior, Connor Johnson. Connor is the son of Scott and Meredith Johnson. He has been a member of the varsity at Wren for 4 years. Connor is an All-A Honor Roll member and a Palmetto Fellow Scholarship recipient. His favorite baseball memory is winning the region championship his sophomore year, and Connor will be attending Lander University to play baseball next year. And number 27, Connor Johnson. Thank you, parents, for all your support of these young men. Thank you, seniors, for all your hard work and dedication. You've left Wren in a better place than when it was when you arrived. Congratulations.
Right now. Carolina on senior night. The Canes and the Red Raiders from Greenville in a 4A and 5A matchup go to war tonight. The Canes coming in 12-6, 4-5, 11th in 4A. Greenville comes in 4-14, 2-5 in 5A Division II, 51st overall, and the 5A RPI. Tonight on the mound for the Canes, we'll see Colin McCaffrey. Last time we were here, he was the one to kind of keep the Canes in it down the stretch against Westside. And starting off for the Raiders, Hayne Protulak at first base will step into the box. Hampton, Garrett, Jackson Eller, the other two due up for the Red Raiders. McCaffrey gets things started with a strike. Right back to the outside corner. Quickly 0-2 to Protulak. All seniors getting starts tonight. Bolden Pritchard over at third. He's Hamadon right field. Connor Johnson behind the plate. As that one's golfed. Foul. 6-0-2. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here on senior night. I believe we got 2 more to go here in the regular season on the Wren Broadcast Network as McCaffrey gets things started with a strikeout for out number 1. Hampton Garrett playing left field for the Red Raiders, steps in, right-handed bat. I want to give a shout-out to Jackson Jarabek. Go vote for him for Upstate High School Athlete of the Week. Is that one up and over the head of Garrett? Of course, Jarabek, a track star for the Canes. That one's fouled out of play, 1-1. Raiders in the black tops, red hats, white pants. McCaffrey barely misses low, 2-1. Of course, the Canes and the home all whites tonight. Two-one delivery from McCaffrey is slapped back to Colin McCaffrey for out number 2. So I think me and Ethan Mayfield were looking for Ossiter Wincop to come up with that one. McCaffrey with a quick 2 outs here to start the top half of the first. This is low and away for ball 1. Jackson Eller, the man on the mound tonight for Greenville. That one's grounded to Wincop at second. Easy throw over. 1-2-3 for McCaffrey as we head to the home half of the first here in Piedmont.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Greenville, South Carolina market? Look no further than Klinger Real Estate. For years, Alicia and Glenn Klinger have been the trusted names in the Greenville market, offering expert knowledge and personalized service. They know the market inside and out and will help you every step of the way. So whether you're buying your dream home or selling your property, they are committed to making the process smooth and stress-free. Klinger Real Estate, where experience meets excellence. Call today and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
Are you looking for a brand new home in the Greenville, South Carolina area? With so many builders and communities, how can you be sure you will get the best deal? Realtor Glenn Klinger specializes in new home sales. Glenn is new home sales and residential construction certified and an expert in new homes in Greenville. So why take a chance on missing out on the perfect new home?
back here in Piedmont. Aforementioned Jackson Eller on the mound for the Red Raiders. Starting off for the Canes, Max Whitfield, Grayson Austin, Connor Johnson. Max Whitfield, another one of those seniors celebrating senior night here tonight. Rest of the lineup for the Canes is actually, we look at the region standings. Fountain Inn still at the top, 18-4, 10-1. Thorns right behind them, 11-9, 7-5 in West Side. Emerald Wren right in a row, 6-5-4 in region wins. Southside, of course, looking for region win number 1 here in 2025. Back to the Canes lineup: Cooper Sanders, Carson Bryant, Colin McCaffrey, Ace Amadon, Shep Wincott, and Bolton Pritchard. As Whitfield gets things started from the right side. Canes have been looking for quick starts here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Love to have one here today. Both set, and Eller comes set. Misses low for ball 1. Swing and a miss from Whitfield as Eller evens things up at 1 apiece. That one comes inside, almost gets Whitfield and the ump. Makes it 2-1 as Sanders Patchett goes and have a chat with his guy in the mound. Give the ump a chance. Make sure he's all good. Of course, Whitfield, start of the season off hot. Big walk-off hit, I believe, against Christchurch earlier in the season, a preseason tournament. Fouls that one off to even up 2-2. 2-2 delivery from Eller. Curveball comes inside, and Whitfield takes it. As he'll be the first one on for the Canes, which brings up Grayson Austin today at shortstop. Of course, this is a bat that gets the Canes lineup going if he can get the party started with a knock here. Connor Johnson on deck. Cooper Sanders in the hole. Pick off towards first down in time. So Whitfield's in safely. Misses low, and Whitfield takes off for second base. He's in safely. So 1-0 count toss, and he's got a runner in scoring position here in the bottom half of the first here at home. Eller comes set, 1-0 count. Misses away. Nice stop from Padgett behind the plate to keep Whitfield moving up to third on back-to-back pitches. 2-0 delivery. Misses low, and Austin in a favorable count, 3-0 here with no one out. Big dad of Connor Johnson on deck. As that one misses low, 4-pitch walk. For Austin here with no outs, aforementioned senior Connor Johnson, one of the guys getting celebrated tonight, has been a big part of this Canes team, even when Cody Wilson was here and behind the plate. Remember him having a big day at Greenville that year. Misses low. Nice block from Padgett. Everyone will stay where they are. Here comes coach for the Red Raiders. Not a position that anyone envies here. Connor Johnson in the box. Cooper Sanders on deck. Carson Bryant in the hole. As that curveball finds the strike zone, evens it up one apiece. 1-1 delivery. Misses away as Johnson jumps ahead 2-1. That one's popped down the left field line. It looks like it's gonna sail foul. Eller back into a favorable count here at 2-2, looking for his first out of the inning. Two delivery from Eller. Johnson puts that down the left field line, and it will barely escape foul. Keeps it 2-2.
Keep working, CJ. Let's go.
Raiders have a guy warming up in the pen across the way. Zeller tries to work out of a jam. 2-2, no one out. Goes upstairs and gets Johnson to offer out it for out number 1. Cooper Sanders walks to the plate. 1 out, 2 on, big opportunity for 30. First pitch from Aller. Looking for third, and Whitfield's in safely. Double steal for the Canes. Puts runners on second and third with 1 out. That takes away that double play for the Canes as well. 1-0 count, not a spot you want to be against 30. And Sanders lifts one to center, deep enough that that will score. Whitfield and a sac fly for Sanders also advances Austin as the Canes take a 1-0 lead. Here with 2 outs. Here in the bottom half of the first.
Now batting center fielder, number 1,
Carson Bryant steps into the box. One of the young superstars of Canes athletics. Misses low for pitch 1. McCaffrey on deck. Amadon in the hole for the Canes. Bryant ground ball to third. Pick cleanly and throw over in time, but the Canes strike and win inning number 1, 1-0 as we enter the second here in Piedmont.
Don't worry, your house will sell in no time. Let's hope for the best. Congratulations. Brick houses tend to make life easier. Building an all-brick home can make all the difference in resale value. Choose brick and enjoy peace of mind wherever life may take you.
Looking for a transportation partner that's got it all? Choose Compass for seamless international and domestic freight solutions. Need full truckload, LTL, LCL, FCL, or air freight cargo moved? No problem. Choose Compass. Trust Compass Logistics, Inc. to handle your imports, exports, and domestic shipments with speed, precision, and value. Compass Logistics, Inc., where your cargo meets its destination with ease.
You've been there through it all, from first steps to new adventures, from major milestones to the smallest moments. You've been there every step of the way, supporting our dreams and celebrating our success.
Back here at home, beautiful day for baseball. Canes lead 1-0 as Whitfield scores off a sac fly from Sanders. As you're thinking probably, how did they do that with no hits there in the first? Whitfield got hit by a pitch. Austin worked a walk. Whitfield able to steal 2 bases during that whole segment. The Canes lead 1-0 off Sanders' sac fly. As first pitch swinging right back up the middle goes Griffin. Gowan's playing third today. Gowans gets the first hit of the ball game for the Red Raiders. Talked about it earlier when we were talking about McCaffrey as Jack Lursting, the center fielder, steps in. West side the other night. Last week, I believe, McCaffrey able to come in and kind of keep the score where it was, which was big for the Canes, looking to score some runners late in that one. First thing squares the bunt. Throw down to first as Sanders loses it. And McCaffrey falls behind 2-0. Max Lila on deck. Joe Henson in the hole. We're staying ahead 3-0. Finds the bottom of that strike zone, makes it 3-1. Can McCaffrey work himself back into this one with no out? Right back to the bottom of the zone. 5-pitch walk for Learsting. That puts him on first and second, no one out. Max Ladle playing right field for the Raiders. Squares around the bunt. Lays it down right back to the pitcher. Throw to first in time for out number 1, but the Raiders do a job and advance the runners to second, third. Johnson, quick chat with McCaffrey as Joe Henson, shortstop, steps into the box. Sanders Paget looms on deck. First pitch finds a strike zone, 0-1. That was what was big for McCaffrey in inning number 1. First pitch strikes. Gets him to off-rat quickly, 0-2. That shows you how meaningful that first strike is. Now 0-2, looking for a big out number 2. Ground ball to third. Pritchard throws to first, and now the Canes have a chance for a double play as the first one's cut off the bag, and Sanders will chase him down. Throw to home. In time, double play for the Canes. McCaffrey gets out of a jam. A base running mistake keeps the Canes in front, 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second here in Piedmont on senior night.
You want your day to be perfect, whether it's your wedding, prom, pageant, or homecoming. Demetra Designs understands. Voted best in the upstate, Demetra Designs is the upstate's largest full-service bridal emporium, featuring top designers for pageant, homecoming, and prom. Offering the selection of a major city retailer, from hair to makeup to photos, Demetra is committed to making all eyes turn when you enter the room. Visit our website right now. Print your instant Demetra formal wear savings coupon. Demetra Designs Bridal Emporium, Pleasantburg Drive, Greenville.
Auto-Dose Smart Machine. Like a Bosch. Saving water, be more green. Like a Bosch. Dishes dry straight away. Like a Bosch. Energy gets label A. Like a Bosch. Healthy food longer fresh. Like a Bosch. Eat 'em all, much less trash. Like a Bosch. Live more sustainably, like a Bosch, with many solutions that can lead to a better way of living. From Bosch.
Hey, Wren Hurricane fans, ready to catch all the action this season? Look no further than the GoFan app, your one-stop shop for season tickets and game tickets to every Wren Hurricane athletic event. With GoFan, it's never been easier to secure your seat and support your team. Just download the app, find your game, and purchase your tickets in a snap. Don't miss out on any of the excitement. Get your tickets now on GoFan and cheer on the Hurricanes to victory.
Back here in Piedmont, Colin McCaffrey gets things started for the Canes as he just got out of a jam in the top half of the second. Ace Amadon, Shep Wincop also due up for the Canes. Want to give a shout out, guy I went to high school with, Rory Lindsay. If you have any time, go get some Rory's Pizza. I believe it's open. It's good quality pizza, great guy. You're giving your money to someone that'll use it to make his business better each day. His first pitch misses for Jackson Eller. So he also got himself out of a jam, only giving up one in that bottom half of the first. That looked like could be trouble with no one out and 2 on. Fouls that one off. 2-1 count for McCaffrey. Another one of those seniors celebrating senior night as that one evens it up at 2 apiece. Comes inside, almost takes it. 3-2 count with no one out. Sophomore year, McCaffrey was an all-state selection for the state of Maine. As that one misses outside, McCaffrey works a walk to start off the bottom of the second. Brings up another senior, and Ace Amadon playing right field today. Has been a closer for the Canes this season. Closed out a lot of big-time games for the Canes this year. Ty Youngblood pitch running. First pitch misses, and there goes Youngblood. Padgett's made a lot of good plays behind the plate, but not getting a lot of help thus far. As that one's slapped down the left field line, and that will be foul. Close one down that left field line. Honestly, couldn't tell from my angle. As any good guy would, I will defer. 1-1 count to Amadon. As that one slapped towards us. Lands on top of the bit. Sounds like it landed on a pillow. That was not what I was expecting to hear. 1-2 no one out. Youngblood leads off second. That one's slapped down the right field line. And he makes the play for out number one and advances Ty Youngblood to third with one out. So some sac flies for the Canes have got them in business here in the first 2 innings. A lot of good situational at-bats as Shep Wincop steps to the plate, playing second tonight. Zeller finds him in a familiar spot with one on, one out. Bolton, Pritchard on deck, and then we're back to the top of the lineup with Whitfield in the hole. Wincop quickly ahead 2-0. Youngblood leads off third. Zeller comes back with a strike, 2-1 with one out. Misses away. Youngblood stays where he is. Wincop now had 3-1. Big bat of Bolton. Pritchard again looms on deck here with one out. That one misses up, and Wincop works a 5-pitch walk with one out here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting senior third baseman.
Here comes the Raiders coach. Looks like Eller's day will be done. As he gives up one and leaves 2 on as they'll change pitchers here in Piedmont. Kings lead 1-0 right here on Wren Broadcast Network. Here at home on the Wren Broadcast Network, Canes lead 1-0. Have him on the corners as new pitcher Joe Harrison steps on the mound. He's a senior right-hander for the Raiders, and he will face Bolton Pritchard, one of the seniors being celebrated tonight. A lot of big swings in the bat of 3 in the last couple of seasons. Also got to play in the Senior League World Series. Looking for a big at-bat here. 1 out, 2 on. Comes inside, 1-0. Or 0-1. Ground ball foul. Quickly 0-2 for Pritchard. Harrison looking for out number 2. Bolton trying to drive him in. And an 0-2 count as that one catches the bottom half of the zone for out number 2. Brings us back to Max Whitfield. Of course, the only run tonight for the Canes thus far. Scored on a sac fly from Coop Sanders. Swing and miss from Whitfield as Harrison's filled up the strike zone so far in his appearance. As that one's slapped in the left center for Whitfield. Center fielder trailing to his right will make the play for out number 3. The Canes strand 2, but still lead 1-0 right here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Lumber, now hiring Pittsburgh area manager trainees. Apply today and receive an $840 signing bonus. Here at home on senior night. I didn't mute that. They switch it up on me. Colin McCaffrey's still on the mound here in the top of the 3rd. Only one hit thus far for the Raiders. As I believe we're at Finn Robinson in this Raider lineup, playing second base. Top of the lineup behind him and Hayne Pertulak. As that one comes in inside, almost grabs a piece of Robinson. Miller Steele sounds like he scored another goal over there for the Canes soccer team. Both of the soccer teams for the Canes doing their thing this season. Quickly 3-0 to Finn Robinson. That one comes up and in, 4-pitch walk. We'll go to the top of the lineup for Hayne Pertulak. Pitch runner for the Raiders. Sam Dennis. I believe they said pitch running for the Raiders, 8th grader.
He was staring at it.
McCaffrey comes inside quickly, 1-0. Landon will go have a chat with McCaffrey.
Looks like chat between Pigeon Coach and Landon Smith and Cowan complete. Miller Steele scored again. I thought about this the other day. Going from a guy like Josue Rodriguez to Miller Steele has to be, that's luck. That's Kane's luck right there. I feel like every season the soccer team finds themselves a new leading scorer. Throw down from Johnson. Too high as Dennis in safely with no one out. Raiders with a runner in scoring position, no one out for Hain Pertulak. Two delivery from McCaffrey. Pertulak squares around. Sanders. A nice effort down the first baseline.
Gotta have a little effort there, Bubba. Gotta lay it out.
2-1 with no one out. Pick off at second, not in time as Dennis back in safely. Two-one delivery from McCaffrey as that one's slapped into right center. That'll score one. Pertulak takes the round of first, and he's in with a no-out RBI double for the Red Raiders to tie this thing up at 1. As Hampton Garrett, the left fielder, do a correction. That looks like this is Hain Pertulak, so Finn Robinson with a double. Struck out in his first AB. Has a runner in scoring position this time around. Off speed in for strike one. That's really been the difference thus far. Looking for the outside corner, evens it up one apiece. Canes winning 3-1. Miller Steele with those 2 goals. Luke Woodall with the third. As that one's slapped to left field. Canes come on to make the play. I believe Max Woodfield. Makes it 1 out with 1 on here in the top of the third. Camera in center field died, so we'll get Ethan Mayfield's view for a moment. Misses low. Johnson can't find it. Throw to third, not in time. Here with 1 out as the Raiders threatening to take the lead here in the top half of the third. That one's slapped into right. Right fielder makes the play for the Canes. Throw home, not in time as the Raiders take the lead with 2 outs here in the third. Two to 1 now with 2 outs.
Number 9, pitcher, Joe Harrison.
As Joe Harrison steps into the box. Toe in the rubber for the Raiders at the moment. And he times one up, sends it to left field. Whitfield able to jog back to make the play for out number 3, but the Raiders take the lead as we head to the bottom of the third. 2-1 here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Grayson Austin gets things started for the Canes in the bottom of the third, trying to respond after the Raiders took the lead with 2 in the top half. Joe Harrison still on the mound for the Raiders. Of course, talked about Greenville coming into this one 4-14, 2-5 in a region, but of course, 5A, low upper level as Austin grounds one to third. Throw over in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Joe Harrison here in the bottom half of the third. But back to the Raiders as teams in baseball. You give a team with 4 wins a little bit of momentum, and that's big in the sport of baseball. So let's see how this one plays out. Of course, the Canes have done well playing from behind throughout the season. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Also, if you're just tuning in, center field Cameron will be back on shortly. The battery died early in this one. Comes inside, 2-1 as Johnson jumps ahead. Coop Sanders on deck, Carson Bryant in the hole. Ground ball to first baseman in a race between Connor Johnson and the first baseman. Beats him for out number 2. Brings up big Coop Sanders. And it's Joe Harrison's kind of came in and slammed the door a little bit. A lot of strikes being thrown. Couple easy ground balls from the Canes bats. Looking for a big swing from 30. Harrison starts him off with strike 1. As Sanders pops one to center. Center fielder comes on for out number 3. So 3 quick ones for Harrison as we head to the top of the 4th here in Piedmont. Back here in Piedmont, Griffin Gowan's getting things started for the Raiders. I believe he got the first hit of the ball game overall. As it's not Jackson Eller, so don't pay attention to that. As I was right, 1 for 1 with a single. Also got us a little zoomed in, hopefully a little better for everyone at home. 1-1 delivery from 5, big swing and a miss. He jumps ahead 1-2. Canes looking for their own quick
half inning here on the top of the fourth. One-two delivery, swing and a miss, got by Johnson behind the plate. Second strikeout for McCaffrey. Through 3 1/3. Jack Lurstang steps in. Walked in his first AB. Gets started off with ball one as well. Max Little and Joe Henson. Next up for the black and red. Outspeed misses away quickly, 2-0. Beautiful day for baseball. Duo delivery from McCaffrey. He misses high, makes it 3-0 here with one out. Lurstang threatening a second walk here on the road. As that one misses away, 4-pitch walk for Lurstang. As Max Little, the right fielder, steps into the box. McCaffrey looking for a ground ball to quickly end this one. That one's popped to left center. Center fielder Carson Bryant comes on for out number 2. Lurstang back to first. Joe Henson, the shortstop, will step into the box for Greenville.
Shortstop number 13, Joel Henson.
Sanders, Paget, Finn Robinson next up. This is the half of the lineup that scored the 2 in the top of the third for the Raiders. As that one comes inside, throw down from Johnson. Not in time as Lurstang moves into scoring position with a stolen base. Comes foul, 1-1. It's the worst feeling. Worst feeling. Just lose the ball instantly. 1-1, misses low. Nice block from behind the plate from the senior Connor Johnson. One comes inside, misses just a tad. 3-1 to Henson. Sanders, Paget on deck. Pick off to second, not in time. Three-one delivery from Fives. That one's grounded foul. McCaffrey works it back full 3-2 with 2 outs. Again, would like it to stop with Henson as Paget and Robinson did damage in the third. 3-2 delivery from 5. Misses low, gets away from Johnson. This runner moves to third, puts him on the corners with 2 outs for McCaffrey. As the catcher, Sanders Paget, steps into the box. He walked in his first AB. Johnson having to shield the sun out of his eyes. It's peeked out of the clouds behind us. Nothing, 2 outs. McCaffrey trying to keep it where it is. Time called from Paget. Pick off to first, not in time. Hinton back in safely as Johnson goes to have a chat. I believe the girls are next up on the soccer field tonight, also sporting a pretty nice record. If I'm not wrong, both teams first in the region, if not very close second. Nothing, fouled off. McCaffrey jumps ahead with the first pitch strike. Guys won 4-1. I believe I was just told 3-1. Over West Side tonight. 0-1, 2 outs as McCaffrey delivers. Misses away. Nice block from Johnson as the runner will move up. Puts him on second and third with 2 outs and a 1-1 count. Talked about soccer, softball team feels like they keep winning as well. (1-1) makes it 1-2. My brain was computing on if he called that a ball, what my reaction would be. 1-2, 2 outs. McCaffrey with a chance to get out of it here on the top of the fourth. Off speed, slap to short. Sure hands of Austin, throw over in time for out number 3 as McCaffrey gets out of it and keeps it 2-1 as we get to the bottom of the fourth here in Piedmont.
When I walk into Sparrow Financial, they know me by name. They make you feel at home.
We have our personal checking account. We have our business account. My boys are the beneficiaries of that too with their accounts at Sparrow.
They truly care about you and helping you understand what your best options are going to be.
From in-branch to online, it's personality and relationships. And that's what we'll be there for quite some time.
If you want financial freedom, they got your back.
I wouldn't pick any other banking institution other than Sparrow Financial.
Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving. Thank you to
Back here at home, here at Wren High School, Carson Bryant to get things started here on the Wren Broadcast Network in the bottom half of the fourth. Of course, the Kings only run off a Coop Sanders sac fly. Max Whitfield scored that one. Looking to tie this one up, take the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch misses away 1-0. Finds the outside corner, 1-1. Goes away. Bryant jumps ahead. Harrison It's filled up the strike zone a lot tonight. See attacks to make it 2-2. Two delivery from Harrison. Misses low. Bryant works it full with 3-2. Leadoff walk with the wheels of one would be big to start off the fourth. As he hits a ground ball foul down the third base line. Colin McCaffrey behind him. Ace Amadon in the hole. Shep Windcap, Bolton Pritchard rounds out the bottom of the lineup. 3-2 delivery from Harrison. Bryant shoots one to third, bobbled, and with his wheels, he's instantly safe. He's looking for second off of the air, and he's in safely with a single and an error here in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting for the Hurricanes, pitcher number 5, senior Colin McCaffrey.
McCaffrey steps into the box. I'm willing to bet a lot of money that will be marked as Bryant hit. It was a hard ground ball to third, but error after gives him second base. As Padgett comes to have a chat. First real trouble Joe Harrison's found himself in. But with it being Carson Bryant, makes it a little bit more of a problem. McCaffrey trying to help himself out. You're in a 2-1 ball game in the fourth. Pulls back the bunt. Called a strike for Harrison anyway. Squares around again, 0-1, no one out. Lays it down foul quickly, 0-2 for CMC. Amadon on deck. Harrison comes set, 0-2 delivery. Curveball comes inside. Correction, Eller missed that one earlier in the ball game. McCaffrey gets on nonetheless. No one out, 2 on is Ty Youngblood. Who's playing right field for Ace Amadon. Will get an AB with 2 on and no one out. Squares around the bunt, lays it down perfectly down the third base line. Harrison with the throw over. And he is safe to make it bases loaded, no one out. And the Canes cooking with fire in the bottom of the fourth. And Shep Windcop, who I feel like lately has had some clutch hits for the Canes. With Bolton Pritchard behind him, Max Whitfield in the hole. Feels like a big damage kind of inning for the Canes. As Harrison finds strike one. Oh, 1 Windcop back up the middle. That'll score 1. Youngblood rounds third, throw home, not in time. Youngblood safe, 2-run single for Shep Windcop. Still no outs as the Canes take the lead in the bottom of the fourth. And brings up Bolton Pritchard. Big opportunity for the Canes to give themselves some insurance here with no one out. Bryant was given a single.
Pritchard squares around as well. Bounces to Paget, throw to third, and ties safe, and he'll score as well to make it 4-2 with the error from Paget. Runner still on second. The Canes jump ahead by 2. Pritchard jumps back in and a 1-0 count. Squares again. Harrison finds a strike zone, 1 apiece. Misses low. Pritchard jumps ahead 2-1. Pitcher warming up for the Raiders. Pritchard to the shortstop. And no throw from short will put him on the corners with no one out. Back to the top of the lineup, Max Whitfield, who's already scored a run tonight. Paget calls out the defensive alignment. Whitfield swinging first pitch, fouls it off, 0-1. One delivery outside, and the Canes will move to second with Pritchard. Puts them on second and third with no one out for Whitfield. 1-1 misses up and in. Grease and Austin on deck. Johnson in the hole. Harrison battles back, evens it up 2 apiece. No one out. Harrison looking for out one. Whitfield looking for runs as that one misses low and runs it full. Two delivery from Harrison. That one popped up behind the plate, and Paget makes the play for out number 1. So that brings up Grayson Austin. Looking for a big swing from 6. Would put a nice cap to this inning and keep it rolling. First pitch up and in, 1-0 to Austin. Finds the outside corner, evens it up 1 apiece. One delivery from Harrison. Off speed slapped foul. Harrison grabs control 1 and 2. Austin lifts one to center. Center fielder trailing backwards will make the play, and that will score one more and make it 5-2 with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the fourth, so the Canes having a big-time half inning as that brings up Connor Johnson, senior here on senior night. Coop Sanders on deck as Pritchard leads off second. Popped up to center field. Center fielder coming in for out number 3, but the Canes take the lead with a big-time 4-run inning to make it 5-2 as we head to the 5th here in Piedmont.
Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 Whitehorse Road.
A 30-second commercial isn't a lot of time to tell you that. It's about time you got the care you deserve. You'll always feel heard by your doctor, never hurried. No unanswered questions, no brief conversations. Just the personalized care that's right for you. So, although this commercial is almost over, we'd love to continue the conversation. Because the more time that our doctors dedicate to you means more time for you to do the things you love. Centerwell Senior Primary Care. It's about time.
Here at home, McCaffrey still toeing the rubber for the Canes as they have taken a lead 5-2. Finn Robinson steps into the box, playing second base tonight for the Raiders. First pitch outside corner, strike one. It's 1-for-1 with a double tonight. Back to the outside corner, 0-2. Throws an offer at it, 1-2. Louisville in the bottom of the first, up 3-0 over the Tigers. Shocking. Oh, as McCaffrey doesn't get that call. Evens it up to a piece. First time tonight I think we've heard the faithful really not like something. 2-2 delivery. Off speed away. As Finn's worked it full. Here with no one out in the top of the 5th. Back to the outside corner. Just a little outside and a leadoff walk for Finn Robinson. Hayne Pertulak playing first tonight for the Raiders. Strike out and fly out. As he steps in for his third at-bat tonight. First pitch going. Johnson throw down. Not in time. Austin thought maybe he slid off the back half of the bag. 0-1 to Pertulak. Nice block from Johnson. Keeps Robinson where he is, 1-1 with no one out. Slap to second, Wincott with a smooth throw to first, route number 1. But the Raiders do a job. Get Robinson over to third. Hampton Garrett steps into the box trying to drive him in. Playing left field as he's 0 for 2 tonight. Got an RBI to his name. Nice pitch from McCaffrey, makes it 0-1. Back to the off speed. Quickly 0-2 to Garrett. Five looking for out number 2. That one slapped foul. Oh, 2 delivery from McCaffrey. Misses low to make it 1-2. Ground ball to short. That'll score a run. Throw over from Austin. He will be safe. The ball jumped out of Sanders' glove. At the worst time. So now the Raiders will have 1 on, 1 out. As they trailed by 2. As Jackson Eller back into the batter's box, started tonight on the rubber for the Raiders. More likely means Joe Harrison's day's done. Garrett leads off first. 1-0 delivery from McCaffrey. There goes the runner. Throw down from Johnson high. But Wincott able to save it. Going in the center. Eller now in a 2-0 count. Runner in scoring position here on the top of the 5th. Goes upstairs quickly, 3-0 to Eller. Gallons, who's got a knock on deck. Jack Lear staying in the hole. I believe he's walked twice tonight. As that one misses away, 4-pitch walk to Eller. Coach Thompson will meet McCaffrey on the mound. And a pitching change for the Canes as the Raiders have 2 on. McCaffrey will get a round of applause. Ace Imadine makes a walk to the mound here on the top of the 5th here in Piedmont.
Thank you for considering GeForce for your parking lot project. Each GeForce location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose GeForce for all your pavement marking needs.
figure.
Back here at home, Ace Amadon, the senior closer for the Canes, towing the rotor in a 5-3 matchup, trying to keep it right here. Griffin Gowan steps into the box, playing third base tonight, single and a strikeout to his name. First pitch misses low, 1-0. First pitch fouled off. Second pitch makes it 1-1. He's looking for a ground ball up the middle here for Wincop and Austin. 1-1 delivery, curveball. Misses to make it 2-1. That one's lifted down the right field line. McCaffrey makes the play, throw to third. As the runner stays at second. And Amadon gets a big timeout, number 2, here on the top of the 5th. Walks us in Jack Learstang. 2 walks tonight. Playing center for the Raiders. First pitch low. One-0 delivery from Amadon. Runner at third. Johnson with a perfect throw. He's walking to the dugout. Pritchard can't believe it, as they call him safe with 2 outs. Now 2 runners a little bit closer from scoring, as the tying run now stands at second.
Must be seeing 2 different things.
2-0 to Learstang, who's worked, as I said, 2 walks already tonight. Misses high as Jack makes it 3-0. Base to give. Max Lilla on deck. Joel Henson in the hole for Greenville. Amadon misses. 4-pitch walk for Learstang as the Raiders have them loaded. As Lilla's 0 for 2 tonight. Swing and miss to make it 0-1. Amadon with 2 outs delivers. That one's slapped to third. Pritchard throw to first through Sanders' glove. As now the Canes have them caught up once again. Throw home. Johnson with a tag. And they do it again. Get out of a jam with a 1-run lead. As catastrophe almost in the 5th, we enter the bottom half here in Piedmont.
Is your current home cramping your style? Or maybe your nest has become too empty? Selling a home on your own can be frustrating and confusing, not to mention all that paperwork. Don't lose sleep stressing over selling your home. Glenn and Alicia Klinger serve the greater Greenville, South Carolina market and will help you get your home sold and find a new one that best fits your list of wants and needs. You can spend your time dreaming of your next home.
At Papa Bear Car Wash, we are taking your typical car wash experience and putting a personal touch on it here in South Carolina. At Papa Bear, you don't just get a clean, dry, shiny car. You also get a feeling of family and a community partner, always supporting great local causes in our communities. Here at PB, we have incredible fundraising opportunities to serve sports teams, clubs, nonprofits, churches, and more. Car washing is our passion. Family is at our core. Only the best for the PB family. See you soon.
New pitcher on the mound for the Raiders, Coleman Brewington, a junior for Greenville. He tries to keep the score where it is. Now the Canes looking for some insurance in the bottom half of the 5th. After the Raiders struck back with 2 of their own in the top half. Sanders trying to get things started. First pitch grounded foul down the third baseline. Stan may need to change it. He got some home runs when he was calling these games. Misses upstairs, evens up 1 apiece. Fouls that one off behind the bleachers as Brewington jumps ahead 1-2. Swing and a miss from 30 as Brewington walks in and get his first K of the night for out number 1. Carson Bryant walks into the box. Scored a run earlier in this one. Ground ball foul into the bullpen where Greenville pitcher warming up. Ground ball to short, throw over in time for out number 2 as Brewington with a quick 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Walks us in to Colin McCaffrey, who got things started on the rubber for the Canes. Two Ks tonight, scored a run as well. As he slaps that one into right field with a 2-out single for the Canes. Brings up the guy back on the mound now, and Ace Amadon.
Number 24, senior Ace Amadon.
Quick pick-off move to first. Not in time. Shep Wincop, who had a 2-run single his last time up, in the on-deck circle with 2 outs. Amadon sees ball 2. Off speed in for strike 1. Brewington trying to even things up at 2 apiece as he steps off the rubber. Two 2-1 delivery. Comes inside. 3-1 as Amadon grabs control. Wincop would be due up. Goes away. Amadon works a 5-pitch walk. Canes trying to perform some 2-out magic here in the bottom of the 5th. Again, Wincop last time up 2-run single. Got the ball rolling for the Canes offense. Slaps one down the right field line. Will get out of play. Gage Knighton. Courtesy runner on first base for the Canes. Wincop, Pritchard, Whitfield. Think about big time hits, those 3 guys come to mind. As that one comes inside, Wincop grabs control 2-1. Misses low. Wincop now ahead 3-1, threatening to load him back up for the Canes. Pick off towards second, almost gets over his head. McCaffrey with a little bit of a smile. Shep works a walk, brings it up. Bolton Pritchard playing third base tonight. He's made a couple big-time defensive plays. Looks like it'll just be a chat on the mound. Brewington will stay in and add those 2 quick outs. 1 single turns into bases loaded with 2, and now Bolton Pritchard in the box.
Now batting third baseman, number 3, senior Bolton Pritchard.
Looking for another big-time swing from 3. That one finds the strike zone to quickly make it 0-1. Whitfield would be due up. That one is lifted down the right field line. Doesn't look like anyone's going to get to it. Quickly 0-2 for Brewington. Oh, 2 outs. Brewington versus Pritchard as Brewington steps off the rubber. Delivery from Coleman as he gets out of the jam and keeps it where it is. Strikeout for Brewington. 5-4 Canes as we head to the top of the 6th.
Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
You've been there through it all, from first steps to new adventures, from major milestones to the smallest moments. You've been there every step of the way, supporting our dreams and celebrating our success.
Back to work for Ace Amadon as we're here in the top of the 6th inning. 6 outs away for the Canes to grab a senior night win. Joe Henson tries to get something started for the Raiders here with no one out. First pitch misses low for Ace. Misses high. Connor Johnson jogs to the mound to have a chat. Count. Amadon trying to get back in it. Finds the strike zone inside. Corner 2-1. Talked about Amadon earlier in the season. Pitching some high leverage moments. Oh, right back to the same spot. Called inside 3-1. Henson ahead. No one out. That one's lifted up and overheads. As Amadon works at full 3-2. Sanders, Paget, Finn Robinson due up after him. This part of the lineup for the Raiders has done some damage. Amadon delivery. Oh, almost gets him to offer at it as Hanson holds up. and works a no-out walk. Sanders Paget steps into the box, doing the work from behind the plate tonight. He's had a couple big-time defensive stops, but also cost the Raiders a run with that throw down the third baseline. Can he redeem himself with the bat as he squares the bunt? And Amadon barely misses outside. Feels like the strike zone has shrunk from McCaffrey to Amadon. Paget squares around again, low. As Greenville inches a little bit closer to tying this thing in the top of the sixth. Big pitch from Amadon makes it 2-1. Trying to even this thing up at 2 apiece. Then Robinson stands on deck. Almost gets him to go after it. And he does not. Sanders now in control, 3-1. No one out. Amadon looking for strike 2. Big off move second. Called safe on the throw over. Delivery from 24. Slab to short. Austin with a throw over, and Sanders drops the pick. As Austin touches the chest and says, "That's on me." Courtesy runner for the Raiders as they have him at the corners for Finn Robinson, who had a big swing early in this one as he has a double and a walk. Throw down to second, not in time, as double play erased. Here with no one out, Amadon grabs strike 1. Top of the lineup on deck, Hayden Pertulak. Amadon steps off and 0-1 with no one out. Off speed misses away, 1-1. One delivery. Misses away as Robinson grabs control, 2-1 with no one out. 2 in scoring position for the Red Raiders. As Amadon comes set. Popped up. Coming to first base. Sanders makes the play for out number 1. Big out number 1 for Amadon. Works us to the top of the lineup. Hayden Pertulak, 0 for 3 tonight. That one's popped up as well. Center fielder coming on. And Bryant, throw home. In time, Carson Bryant with a hose from center. He keeps on giving us highlight reel after highlight reel. Carson Bryant does it again. The Canes still lead 5-4. Amadon gets out of it. Canes lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Looking for a transportation partner that's got it all? Choose Compass for seamless international and domestic freight solutions. Need full truckload, LTL, LCL, FCL, or air freight cargo moved? No problem. Choose Compass. Trust Compass Logistics, Inc. to handle your imports, exports, and domestic shipments with speed, precision, and value. Compass Logistics, Inc., where your cargo meets its destination with ease.
When I walk into Spiro Financial, they know me by name. They make you feel at home.
We have our personal checking account. We have our business account. My boys are the beneficiaries of that too with their accounts at Sparrow.
They truly care about you and helping you understand what your best options are going to be.
From in-branch to online, it's personality and relationships. And that's what will be there for quite some time.
If you want financial freedom, they got your back.
I wouldn't pick any other banking institution other than Spiro Financial.
Here at home as the Canes hold on to the lead after Ace had 2 on, no one out. It kind of looked like Greenville was going to steal one here late. Canes with a chance to add on some insurance to the bottom of the 6th with the top of the lineup in Max Whitfield. That one misses low. Misses high from Brewington. And I think what Austin told me is correct with his cameras. It's really focused on that house in the background. That could be 3-0 to Whitfield. That one misses up. 4-pitch walk for number 4 and a guy you want to have on base. As Grayson Austin makes his way to the box, looking for a big swing from 6. Connor Johnson on deck. Cooper Sanders in the hole. Gamecocks up through 2 top 7. Probably won't last much longer. A lot of hope. Righty on righty matchup for 6. He squares around with no one out. Pulls it back and slaps one into left center. Center fielder takes some steps back and makes the play for out number 1. That's Jack Learstein. Connor Johnson, the senior catcher, steps into the box for the 11th ranked 4A team, ranked off RPI. There goes Whitfield, throw down from Padgett. Not in time as Whitfield's in safely with 1 out. Brewington comes inside, 1-0. 2-0 correction. Two delivery from Brewington as Johnson watches the slider inside at the knees, make it 2-1. Delivery from Coleman. As Johnson fouls that one off, evens it up 2 apiece. Runner on second, big for the Canes would make a 2-run lead instead of a 1 with 3 outs remaining for the Raiders when they come up. Can 27 drive them in. 2-2 delivery. Finds the inside corner for out number 2. As Sanders steps in the box. A big swing from 30 can make this a 3-run lead. Of course, as a Cane fan, you'd like to just steal the one more. Two-out delivery from Brewington. Off speed up and in. Misses low and inside. 2-0. 2 as the Raiders dugout would say. Big 30. 2-0 count with 2 outs. Looking for his pitch against Brewington. Pickoff move to second, not in time. Whitfield back in safely. Another pickoff to second. Whitfield back in safely. Two-0 delivery. Low and inside. 3-0. Does Sanders get a green light here? Two outs, 1 on. Question is, do they throw to him as Brewington steps off? Carson Bryant, who made a big-time throw from center on deck. As that one misses outside. 4-pitch walk for Big Coop. And Carson, who saved the Canes the lead in the top of the 6th, trying to give them a cushion in the bottom half. Talked in the middle of the inning. If we could get this guy a basketball in his hands, this guy could be a 3-sport All-State athlete at one point in his career. As he for sure is going to be a headliner in the Canes offense during football season as Big Coop will sit down. It looks like Austin Vinson will be the pitch runner.
And now for the Hurricanes, center fielder number 1, Carson Bryant.
Let's go, Carson.
And here on the diamond, he's showing off his defensive ability. One swing of the bat could change this one. Headed to the top of the 7th. He sits on a ball low. Brewington comes set. 1-0 delivery outside. As a Sox fan, kind of reminds me of Ceddanne Rafaela. Speed in the center. 2-0 delivery low and inside. 3-0 is Bryant can be patient now. Colin McCaffrey on deck for the Canes. 3-0, 2 outs. Delivery. Finds inside corner is Brewington trying to battle back. Three-one delivery. Misses low. Bryant works a 5-pitch walk. Base is loaded for Colin McCaffrey.
Now batting for the Hurricanes, number 5, senior Colin McCaffrey.
Scored a run, had 2 strikeouts as a starter tonight. Looking to give his guy Ace a little bit of cushion heading to the 7th. As Outspeed misses inside. .105 finds a strike zone, evens it up 1 apiece. McCaffrey looking for a gap. Delivery from Brewington. Battles it off the hands. 1-2 as Coleman jumps ahead with 2 outs. Both of these teams have been able to slam the door, and both of these teams have struck with 2 outs tonight. 1-2 for Brewington. And dropped by the third baseman. And an out called at third on the tag. As Randy's gonna try to go get an explanation. As Vincent jogs back to the dugout. That'll be the end of the 6th as we get to the top of the 7th, but he'll have to deal with the HC on senior night as we get to the 7th here in Piedmont. Back here at home, 3 outs to go for the Canes. Defensively, Zamadon toes the rubber. Throw down from Johnson. 5-4 ball game here in the top of the 7th. As here on senior night, the Canes without their HC here for the 7th. After a bang-bang play at third. Right on right matchup to start it off. First pitch swinging for the fences, but Amadon gets it past him 0-1. So right-hander trying to shut things down for the blue and gold.
Off speed, slapped into center. Bryant makes the play for out number 1 to start off the top of the 7th. Looks like a pitch hitter for the Raiders. Sean Bauer will step into the box with 1 out in the top of the 7th. High leverage situation to walk into. We talked about it. Amdown's been in a lot of those high leverage situations. First pitch swinging, fouled off quickly 0-1 as Amdown jumps ahead with 1 out. Speed slap to third. Pritchard cleanly picked. Throw is high as it gets past Sanders. Runner on to second and in safely.
Run it back in, run it in.
With a 1 out error from third. Gives the Raiders some life in the top of the 7th. Courtesy runner for the Raiders as well. Walks us into Griffin. Gowan's playing third tonight. 1 for 3. Had the single on his first AB. Connor Johnson will go have a chat at the mound. The team will have a meeting. Of course, Amadon in a worse situation, some would say, in the top of the 6th. 2 on, no outs, able to get out of it. Can he do it again? First pitch misses high. Pick-off move to second. Not in time as Wincop covering. Amadon steps off. 1-0 count, 1 out. Gowan's in the box for the Raiders. Top 7. Looking for small contact. Swing and miss from Gallons evens it up 1 apiece. Senior slams some big-time doors early in the season, trying to do it once more. 1-1 delivery. Swing and miss from Gallons, 1-2. As he's ticked up the pace just a little bit. One, 2, 1 out. He's leaning on the slider away. Does he go back to the fastball? 1-2 is Tom called from behind the plate. And Amadon went fastball. Amadon comes set. 1-2. Runner off second. Misses low. Nice block from Johnson. Keeps the runner where he is. Evens it up 2 apiece with 1 out. Gamecock still leading.
2-2 as Amadon comes set. One out delivery. Goes up top, and that one's lifted down the right field line. Runner off second will score and tie this thing up in the top of the 7th. A one-out double from Griffin Gowans evens this thing up. And walks us into Jack Learstein playing center tonight. Three walks already. With Max Lilla in the on-deck circle, Joe Henson in the hole. First pitch low. Learstein jumps ahead. Something he's doing well tonight. That one's grounded to second. Wincott throw over to first in time for out number 2. Also advances the runner to third for Max Lilla, playing right field tonight. 0 for 2. Amadon trying to keep it where it is, tied. Give the bats a chance in the bottom half. Curveball misses up. One-0 count for the right-hander. Looking for that outside corner, doesn't get it. 2-0 for Lilla. Strike called on that outside corner. It's the same spot as the last. Makes it 2-1 regardless. With 2 outs as Amadon comes set. Right back at it, 2-2. Amadon 1 pitch away from giving the Canes a chance to walk it off in the 7th, tied at 5. A lot of clutch moments has got us here. The Canes get one more. 2-2, 2 outs. Delivery from Amadon. Goes upstairs, runs it full. Still top 7, 3-2. Greenville's tied this thing up. 2 outs, delivery from 24. Swing and a miss. Ace Amadon with a big strikeout to end the top half of the 7th. Canes bats due up with momentum in the bottom half right here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Stick around. Amadon gets things started for the Canes. I believe Chase Meister's on the mound. Apologies if I'm incorrect here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch finds a strike zone outside corner. Off speed misses up. I want to say 14 or 11. Can't be Hampton Garrett, so Ford Shirley would be your other option. Could be wrong there as well, number-wise, as Amadon watches strike 2. 16 will be Harrison Ruth. What a baseball last name that is. Right-hander misses away. Amadon works it to a 2-2 count. Wincop on deck. He's had some big swings tonight. Pritchard in the hole before the Canes get to the top of the lineup. Two delivery. Swing and a miss from Amadon. Biggs. Strikeout number 1 to start off the bottom of the 7th. As Wincop has already got a 2-run single tonight. Steps back in here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch for Ruth finds the outside corner. A corner that Amadon couldn't get in the top half. 0-1 delivery from Ruth. As Wincop skies one into left center. Center fielder coming on for out number 2. Which walks us into Bolton Pritchard.
Now batting, third baseman, number 3, senior, Bolton Pritchard.
Had some big-time moments right here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Can we have another one? First pitch away. One-0 delivery from Ruth. Was about to get misses up out of my mouth, but
not even close.
He says at the chest, 1-1, 2 outs.
We thought you were the good one.
1-1 for Pritchard as Ruth comes set, delivers. Pritchard battles it off, 1-2. Now the stance will tighten up, and 3 will try to stay alive. Max Woodfield at the top of the lineup on deck. 1-2 delivery from Ruth. Swing and a miss from Pritchard into the dirt. Throw down for Paget as free baseball in Piedmont as we'll head to the 8th here in Piedmont. Connor Johnson. Jake Hart now into the game for the Canes. Has made a bunch of starting appearances early throughout the season. One of the younger arms coming to the system with Landon Smith for the Canes as Joe Henson gets things started for the Raiders here in the 8th. First pitch misses outside. This is a little example of not being able to control where you put the camera. As that one's slapped a short throw over from Austin, and that one wide left. Throw to second. Johnson gets him in a pickle. Kind of surprised him. And a tag from Wincop, out number 1. What a play from Shep Wincop as he tracks him down here on the top of the 8th. He thought he was getting free base or a free base. And a throw from Johnson cuts him down. A little laugh from Wincop over at seconds. I think he knew what he was doing with that tag. As we walk into Sanders Badgett. Now speed, oh my goodness, Jake Hart froze him with the off speed. He thought he was getting hit for a second. 0-1 delivery, off speed, lifted to center. Carson Bryant's rangy out there in center field. Out number 2, 2 quick ones for 12. To start off the top of the 8th, and 2 loud outs.
Number 12, Finn Robinson.
To start it off, Finn Robinson playing second tonight, 1 for 2 with a double. That off speed has been perfect so far for 12. 0-1 delivery. Misses low. Talked about it. Hart primarily used as starter this season. Outside corner, and he's not going to get it. 2-1 for Hart. Hart steps off. 2-1, 2 outs. Delivery from 12 as that one's knobbed into the Canes dugout. Evens it up 2-2, and Jake Hart looking for a quick top of the 8th inning to get the bats back in the box here in Piedmont. 2-2 to Robinson. Delivery misses low as Robinson works at full. Nice block from Johnson. And what looked like was going to be a bad start to the inning turned into 2 outs and a 3-2 delivery from Hart. Oh, that one looks like it's coming our way. Lands in the dugout, bounces just over. I can't say what I heard from the dugout. It was funny. 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Jake Hart, delivery. As that one's slapped to right. First step in, couple steps back, 3 up, 3 down for Jake Hart as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Chance to walk it off here in extras.
here at home. Max Whitfield gets things started. Top of the lineup. Him, Grayson Austin, Connor Johnson, Cooper Sanders. Here in the bottom of the 8th as Canes looking for that one big swing of that spurt of offense. First pitch. 0-1 from Ruth. Looking back to that outside corner, evens up 1 apiece. Whitfield's been able to get on base tonight. Scored a run early in this one. Goes back away, 2-1 as Whitfield grabs control. Two one, slapped foul. Looks like that one's going to get out of play. And it does. Evens it up 2-2. Whitfield's back in the box, ready to go. Ruth toes the rubber, 2-2 delivery. That comes inside. Whitfield works on base once again. Almost like the start of the bowl game. If you remember that one, he works a walk, steals a base. Hit by pitch for Whitfield. And then Austin was able to work a walk. And then they got a double steal off, and Cooper Sanders drove him in with a sac fly. Austin getting his signals down the third baseline. He looks like he's finally ready to rock. Max stands off second. Austin squares around. That one misses away, 1-0. Sanders Paget will go have a chat with Ruth on the rubber. The things I've heard tonight blow my mind. 1-0, no one out. Pick-off move to first as we get a safe call. Got to be careful over there with no one out. But a guy in the box that can do it with one swing. 1-0 delivery. Squares around again, able to pull back 2-0. So it looks like they're going to use Austin's wheels and get Whitfield in the scoring position for the big bats of Connor Johnson and Cooper Sanders. Delivery, squares around again, pulls it back 3-0, and man, it's starting to feel like the first inning again. Almost identical, 3-0 count. As he squares around once again, will he lay it down on 3-0? Pulls it back for a pinch walk for Austin. 2 on, no one out. Now in the first inning situation, Connor, of course, struck out this time. Gapper in the right center, and this one's over with Max Whitfield standing on second. So he'll go have a chat with his third base coach. Could be a decision to put a little small ball, put it on the ground, get his guys in the position that we talked about earlier. Cooper Sanders stands on deck. But what a moment it would be for the senior catcher and Connor Johnson to walk it off on senior night. Nothing. Delivery from Ruth. Squares around, fouls it back 0-1.
0-1 delivery, 2 on, no outs. Swing and a miss from Johnson. Quickly 0-2. Ruth comes sent. 0-2 delivery to Johnson. As he'll step off instead, take a look at Whitfield with no outs. He's got to keep that run at second. 0-2 delivery. Slapped foul and out of play. Sticks it 0-2. He straightens that one open. That is my prediction in that right center gap. Johnson stays alive. Ground ball down the third base line. Two quick pick off to second. That's into the outfield. Max Whitfield chugs it on to third. And now just a little bit closer to a walk-off if Johnson can get a base knock. Puts him at the corners with no one out. Now you got to believe infield will come in. Everything will be at the plate for Max Whitfield. Can Connor Johnson be the hero tonight? Two Ruth looking for out number one. Connor Johnson looking to go home a winner on senior night. That one's slapped. That one's down. Connor Johnson does it. He wins it on senior night, the senior catcher. 6-5, and the Canes will chase him into center. 6-5, they do it. And the seniors are chasing him the right field wall. They finally get him, and they're going to get him on the ground eventually as the Canes do it. Greenville clawed their way back to a tie ball game late, but the Canes get it done over a big-time 5-18. 6-5. I believe next week we'll be back against Fountain Inn for a big-time matchup with the region's top team as the Canes see if they can keep it rolling. Canes win on senior night, 6-5 off a Connor Johnson single. Max Whitfield scores a run right here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Thank you for listening. I'm Blake Miller. Ethan Mayfield controlling your camera. And Austin Tripp on the 1s and 2s tonight. Again, thank you for listening. And we'll be back next week for Canes and Fury right here.